Hey guys, Lucas here. This is actually the third video I'm recording today. I feel like I'm on a roll and I want to talk to the camera and hear myself speak. As you all know, probably, last week the Toronto Blue Jays opened their season on Tuesday. Well, depending on when you watch this video, that was early April. I don't remember the exact day. I know it was Tuesday, but I don't remember the number of the day. It was in April. I went on the Friday game and never really noticed this about being in a public washroom. While you're in a public washroom, it's kind of awkward unless you know somebody. You're standing beside people you don't know. The worst part of the public washroom experience would have to be the entire hand washing thing. You're obligated to wash your hands at all times, in my opinion. And even more so in public, so it kind of weirds me out when people don't wash their hands, when people just leave and zip up their pants, get out. That kind of grosses me out. So you're washing your hands, you got the soap, whatever, you've rinsed, you're good. But it seems like the drying situation is what bothers me the most. What is the most interesting? Because I'm one of those people that I like to have my hands fully dry. I don't like to wipe them on my pants, wipe them on my shirt. I don't like that. It's weird for me. I prefer to have them nice and bone dry before I leave the washroom. But I don't know if that's just me. I was standing at the drying station. There are no little hand towels anywhere. You can't pull out the little piece of cardboard type paper like we used to have in elementary school and dry your hands. No, that's not available. It's all the crappy old hand dryers. None of the new blast ones where they're dry in 10 seconds. Those are fantastic. I love those, by the way. I wish I could have one at my house, but I don't. They're kind of expensive, probably. So I'm standing here with it, and it's just like a hot draft kind of coming over your hands, and you're just like, oh, yeah. I'm going to say I was there for probably over a minute, drying my hands, just like, oh, come on, like this is awkward. As I said before, I don't like to leave the washroom. I don't like to go and wipe my hands anywhere else other than dryer or on the cardboard sheets of paper that they leave for us to dry our hands with most of the time. A small line has started to form behind me. So obviously all these people were not with the drying on the sweater crowd. They weren't into that. They wanted to dry their hands just like me. And I felt bad because of how long I had been standing there drying my hands. So eventually I got them dried. I left. It felt great. But it made me think, what is an appropriate time to stand at a hand drying station in public? Everybody has things they need to do, like especially at a baseball game. I went during the half inning, so you want to try and rush back so you don't have to stand at the top and wait for in between pitches or in between outs to go sit back down and enjoy the sporting event that you are taking in. I'm a full believer that you should dry your hands fully because I do it, so everybody else should have the opportunity to do it. I don't like waiting, but I'm sure for that I can make an exception because I do the same thing. We're just speaking in terms of bad dryers here. We're speaking in terms of the dryers that do the warm draft, the breeze on your hands that takes 10 minutes to dry them, because the other dryers are fine. There's 3 kinds of hand dryers, okay? Actually, I'm going to say 4. The first one are people that don't even wash their hands. They don't need any sort of drying. They just leave and eat with urine on their hands for the rest of the day. 2. Those are the people that wash their hands, shake their hands as they're leaving the washroom, shaking their hands, leaving the washroom. Then they're wiping it's like they've been outside in the rain at that point because their hands were drenched. Now it's all over their sweater or their jersey or their t-shirt, whatever they're wearing. Number 3, people that wash their hands and then they go and they kind of just a couple drafts of hot air on your hand and then you leave. See, that's just the same as number 2 because a couple drafts of hot air on your hand, 0 things. That does 0 things for you. Doesn't do anything. Nothing. Number 4. Those are the people like me. The people that like to wash their hands and they like to take their time and have them all dry before they leave. I keep doing this motion. I apologize. But I'm drying my hands. I'm talking about my hands being dry. So yeah, so those are the 4 kinds. And honestly, number 1 takes up the least amount of time. But then you're eating with urine on your hands or drinking with urine or, I don't know, touching things. I don't like that. That grosses me out. The 2 in between, there's no point to don't even bother. At least you're washing your hands, but then you're touching your pants and you're touching everything else. I feel like the 4th option is the safest bet. You get to enjoy washing your hands You feel nice on the inside. Like, if I don't wash my hands, I feel bad about people that I go and touch or doors that I touch because I'm like, I wouldn't want somebody to not wash their hands and then I have to touch their crap. When you stand at the hand dryer, you get a minute. You get 1 minute if it's a crappy dryer. You got to briskly rub your hands out quick. You want to try and be quick because you care about the people behind you. I don't know about anybody else, but in Canada, we care about other people for the most part. Maybe not at sporting events. Everybody's kind of competitive there. Any more than a minute, that's opening up for confrontation with people behind you in the line. Thank you for listening to my video. Goodbye.